Good afternoon, guys. So today we are going to see a new chapter called sharing information of personal kind. That is greeting and taking leave. Like how to greet during a conversation, and then how to close the conversation by a formal way of doing it. Okay. So taking leave, greeting and taking leave is what we're going to see in today's topic, and we'll be seeing in detail how our speaking skills can be enhanced. Okay. And many a times, like people who do know their English well, but they find a little bit nervous when striking a conversation, how to start a conversation with a person, new person. And after you are finished talking to the person, you wonder, how do I close this conversation? Okay, so these are the main areas of trouble areas that we are looking into. So let's start. So generally, when you meet someone for the first time, okay, you can start your conversation by saying, "Hello, nice to meet you. Pleased to meet you." Okay, suppose you're going on a conference meeting, and you have other delegates from various other spheres, and you're meeting that person for the first time. So you can start the conversation with a gentle "Hello, nice to meet you." You can say, okay. And second way of saying is like. Uh, a person you already have met, probably say a week back or a month back, you already met, and you are meeting that person for the second time. You can't once again repeat the same one that you had already said in the beginning. Okay, as a stranger, when you use the conversation or the dialogues that you use, cannot be used the second time. Okay, so you know the person well, and how do you greet a person whom you know already? You can say, "Hello, how are you?" Okay, and I can greet them. Whether in the morning, you can say good morning. If it's in the evening, you can say good evening. Okay. So when you meet your friends or families, it's going to be very casual. Not necessarily it should be informal. You can just say, "Hi, what's up? What's going on?" There is no hard and fast rule for this. It's only at ease that how you put the other person at ease and talk to the person. Okay. So let's see a few examples of formal greetings and informal greetings. In formal greetings, you can say, "Hello, Mary. Hello. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening." Okay. And what are you doing? Nice to meet you. How is it going? Whereas informal, as I said, there is no rules attached to that. It can be very casual. You can say hi. You can say, "Hey, what's up? How do you do? How are you? Hi. What's new? What's going on? How is it going? How are things?" It's up to you. It's up to you what dialogues you use to start the conversation. Yeah. Now, how to give a proper introduction? That is ice-breaking session. That is, you're meeting the person for the very first time. You don't know how to strike a conversation with this person, how to break the ice between among yourself. So here is what you can just say. You can say just say hi and tell your name. Okay. "Hello, I am Amy." You can tell your name. "Excuse me, do you know what time is it?" And these are the conversation. These are general questions that you can ask to strike a conversation. You can say like, "Sorry to bother you. Where is the restaurant?" Yeah, you are asking a stranger on the street, or suppose you are at a party and you want to strike a conversation with a person who is well dressed. You can say that, "I love your dress." You can compliment. You can compliment on them and then start the conversation. Suppose you are at the jogging park and you have a beautiful person coming across. You can say that you have a beautiful dog. Yeah, this is how these are the general conversation. These are general dialogues that you can start. You can use for striking a conversation. Okay. Now, how do you use a follow-up question? Okay. Now you have introduced yourself. You have spoken. You have said your hi. You have said your name. You have just asked them about a time or something, or you just have started the conversation. Now, what is the next flow of the conversation? You can say, "How are you? Where are you from? What are you doing here?" These are the next follow-up questions that you may ask the person. And when the conversation is going on, you can ask the other person. Okay, you can ask the other person, listen and ask more questions. Okay, you listen to the conversation, what the other person is trying to say, and in relevant to that, you need to be giving the relevant answers. Like suppose Amy is speaking and she's saying, "How are you?" And you can say Brian is answering the question. You can say a little bit tired. And "Why is that?" Am is asking. And Brian says, "I didn't sleep last night." So it should be relevant question and to the right appropriate conversation to go on. And let's see the next instance, how to prepare basic answers about yourselves. Like, where are you from? You can ask them. What do you do? You can ask. What are you doing here? You can ask. Okay. And how do you close the conversation? Have a proper exit plan. Exit plan in the sense, how do you close the conversation in a formal way? Well, it's been lovely talking to you. This is a general way of comfortably leaving the conversation or closing the conversation. Then you can say best of luck. Excuse me, I need to go for a meeting. Yeah, these are the general way of cutting short the conversation and closing it formally. Okay, and what are the general dialogues used for proper closing the conversation or leaving the talk? You can say goodbye, and the other person can say take care. You can say see you tomorrow. You can say see you. Yeah, if somebody says see you next week, your response should be see you. And if somebody says see you later, your response should be see you. Okay, and sorry, I have to go now. If somebody says that, then your immediate reply should be never mind, see you. I will talk to you later. So your reply should be sure, see you later. It's been nice talking to you. Yeah, and then your answer should be like, so long. And if suppose somebody says that I think I must be going now, you can say bye. And let's hope we meet again soon. And here also you can say sure, or you can say see you soon. So these are the general way of conversing or keeping the conversation going, and have a proper starting and a proper closing. Okay, so start practicing, as I said. So the more you practice among your friends, the more you talk to your friends in a very casual way or formal way, that's how you will build up your confidence. Okay, that's all, guys. Thank you.